What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Fina Entertainment News. There's been a lot of talk about Cynthia Bailey wedding. Some of them positive, some of them negative. One of those topics were the fact that allegedly Nene Leakes asked Bravo for $125,000 for her to attend the wedding. Okay, so Nene hopped on Instagram and basically said that that was a lie. If you missed that video, I will include a link in the description below. After she said it was a lie, she said something else at the end of that video that I want to play.
I'm in a different place in my life.
Absolutely.
Where I just didn't think going to her wedding was going to benefit me in any kind of way.
Well, there you go. Basically saying that she did not think going to Cynthia Bailey wedding would have benefited her, okay? If you also click that same link in the description below, you will hear my response to that mess she just said. So, one of these blog pages on Instagram, this one called The Jasmine Brand, posted about it, their headlines, okay? Nene Leakes saying that going to Cynthia Bailey's wedding wouldn't have benefited her. So Claudia Jordan was at the wedding, and most of you are aware that Claudia Jordan and Nene Leakes have a very interesting history, especially when Nene hit below the belt and had some nasty things to say to Claudia on the show. Most of you remember these scenes right here. Claudia came out victorious. It's not about being victorious or winning or losing when there are two grown women being nasty to each other. But what I mean by victorious is because Claudia's shade were shade. Fun shade, and you shade me, I shade you back. Nene was hitting below the belt. And I also said this a few days ago. There's a difference between throwing shade, throwing fun shade, and just being nasty. I talked about this with Nene sitting with those guys who came for Tyra Banks. If you missed the Tyra Banks video, go ahead through the channels list and find it, okay? We know their history and all of that, okay? So when Claudia saw the headline and Claudia was at the wedding, this is what she wrote. It didn't benefit any of the guests to come if we didn't care about Cynthia and Mike. But when you care about someone, it benefits you plenty to see them happy and smile, and you get something out of that. I love seeing people happy, even people I don't rock with anymore. Let's not be so busy trying to show how unbothered we are that we make a fool out of ourselves. Bad answer. Just say you couldn't make it or felt uncomfortable going. Too many people making this wedding about them. And I'm well aware I'll get dragged by some people or called a hater for simply having an opinion on this, but I really don't give a The right ones will get where I'm coming from. Let's all do better in 2021. This person responded, Claudia, I see why that N-word whooped your Go get your corns of your toes fixed. Maybe some of you are not aware of this, but Claudia Jordan dated this guy right here, and Medina is his name. Medina also dated Phaedra Parks. They're no longer together. They're friends. But during his appearance with Phaedra Parks on Marriage Boot Camp, Claudia Jordan decided to, open up, and she said that she was in an abusive relationship with him and that he physically abused her, and she provided receipts, okay? And so if you look at this shot right here, it shows 107 previous comments. That means Nene Leakes sat there and read through the comments. Out of 107 comments, she chose to laugh at the one where that person wrote about Claudia being abused. Okay? If you look right below her comment, it shows 67 more replies. So I want you to keep that in mind for why you responded this way. First of all, I'm not sure why people are shocked. This is the same woman who stood on stage. This is the same woman who said that she hoped that someone who was in the audience at one of her shows got raped by an Uber driver. This was Claudia's response. She tagged Nene. Oh, you laughing at a woman getting whooped by a man. Okay, I guess since you want to laugh at my abuse, I now have the green light to laugh at the abuse your surgeon been doing to that face. Wow. Once again, you overpaid. Jesus. You hate women and seeing others happy and things not being about you, period. Let Cynthia have this moment as much as I don't. Bleep with you. I'll never laugh at you getting hurt by some man. But that's typical Nene. Evil and miserable with a rotten spirit. That's why you will most likely never work again in television in any real credible way. Ooh. No one wants to deal with that. Your attitude sucks. You are a talentless, illiterate. Jesus. Oof. Go ahead and read the rest. You know what? I'll keep reading because sometimes you all say you couldn't see it, it's too small. So let me keep reading. Bully who thinks you're far more important than you really are. Your brand is being rude, abrasive, and arrogant. You are a joke, a punchline at best. Lord. She didn't stop there. Nene, she tagged her twice so she knows it's real. And your piss poor attempt at a talk show made me feel sorry for you. Like, where are your friends to tell you the truth? The reading room? More like the upper room, because that move just killed any chance of you being taken seriously ever again. Ooh, child, not the upper room. Oh, how the mighty have fallen over ego. Who fumbles a 2 million easy bag, then film in an empty warehouse and calls it a talk show while looking every bit of a non-union public access TV project? If you weren't so busy on your one talk show friend host, Winnie Williams, and looking down your 5 times reconstructed, oh my gosh, man, Claudia, monstrosity of a nose, she could have give you some tips. The real gag is you once told me Hollywood wasn't checking for me. Well, now look, who the whole world in checking for? You. And I've been doing you a favor, keeping it real cute and surface with you, but you would just give me the green light, Miss Leaks. Speaking of leaks, maybe it's time I leak the backstory of how we came to know each other back in 2009 when you needed an assist while you were out bobbing behind Greg's back with a certain football player. That's the real reason you came for me so hard on your show. You knew I knew, and your secret. You thought calling me would make you less of one. Nah, B. Only one of us has ever traded for red bottoms. Lord. And it ain't me. Since you thought it was funny to laugh at an abuse victim, I won't feel bad about wearing out that wide, slappy butt of yours. Lord. You deserve all this karma for all the people you have hurt along the way. But now we're supposed to feel bad for you because you tricked off your opportunity. This fall from grace will not be pretty, and you deserve every bit of your destiny. I hope you saved those coins you used to brag about. Doubt it. Wow. Nene, a comment about a woman being beat by a man is funny to you? You have such a dark and negative spirit and energy. I really hope you get the healing and help you desperately need. Claudia, please ease up on Nene and show her grace. She did not show you and others because I do not think she's doing as well as she pretends. That's true. Claudia responded, okay, I won't ever mention her again. I'm done with it and her. I'll just block her again. Woo, Claudia, woo, Nene, bet you won't do that ish again. This person, I have never in my life took the time to read anyone's comment that's this long. Let me say, after each sentence, my mouth opened wider and wider. Lord bless her and help Miss Leaks. She's going to need it in this time of bereavement. Claudia, read down. People talk about Phaedra, but Claudia is the read queen. She read Nene for filth when she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and everyone was like, wow, she said everything I was thinking but didn't know how to articulate. Why isn't she on the show again? Because she chose to leave. So, I know people might say, okay, yes, it was wrong for Nene to put those emojis about domestic violence, but isn't Claudia being a hypocrite for going in on Nene like this? Okay, yeah, the body shaming, the surgery comments and things like that, I get it. Shading someone is one thing. Hitting below the belt, that's a completely different thing. And that's what Nene does. I showed the example of the 107 comments to prove the point that there were other comments that Nene could have responded to. But she chose to laugh at a woman who went through domestic violence when Nene herself said her oldest son father abused her. And that relationship was so toxic that, she was so happy that she found Greg. So for her to sit here and laugh, this is one instant where we're not going to say, oh my gosh, you did all that over an emoji. Nah, it's not the same. She's laughing at domestic violence. Even if she's laughing at the toes and corn on her feet comment, that comment still included domestic violence in it. So she should have completely ignored that comment. But she knew that comment was going to get on Claudia's skin. And because I don't like calling people a victim, she's a survivor. But it's also always disgusting when people who have experienced things do stuff like this. That's why she and Milo deserve each other. Because Milo was in foster care, didn't have parents, but somehow thought that she was on a high horse to check Kenya about her mother not being in her life since she was a baby. Like, girl, what are you smoking and what are you on? Claudia also hopped on Instagram Live to talk more about this, but I already have enough for this video, so I'll do a part 2 with just an Instagram Live. Like I said, those emojis were tasteless, okay, from Nene, and I understand Claudia snap. However, some of the things that Claudia wrote and all of that ain't no better either, okay? So at the end of the day, that Claudia says she's going to let it go and she's going to move on. Claudia, I wish healing upon you. It took years for you to speak up. And so this situation clearly still hurts. So I pray for your healing. And I really also do absolutely pray for Nene Leak's healing because she is going through it. And this whole I'm going to fake it and pretend like I'm happy. We all know you're not happy, girl. I wish Nene healing as well. I wish all of you the best. Take care. The end of here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.